New bus fare increases take effect in St. Kitts and Nevis on Monday, November 18th. A press release from the government disclosed that the federal cabinet considered and approved recommendations from the Traffic Safety and Public Service Drivers Board for an adjustment of the omnibus fare structure on St. Kitts. The board's assessment considered multiple factors, including the rise in inflation since the last fare adjustment over 16 years ago in June 2008, the steadily increasing cost of operating omnibuses, the concessions available to omnibus operators, and the financial impact on the commuters, particularly the minimum wage earner. The release added that although the assessment can justify a higher fare adjustment in consideration of the financial impact on the commuters, while balancing the economic realities of the omnibus operators, the new fares were limited to a maximum adjustment of $1 EC across all distances. This compromise, the release noted, is essential to ensuring the sustainability of the public transport sector and continued provision of safe and reliable omnibus services. The government said this decision was not taken lightly, following extensive analysis over the past year to ensure the most balanced outcome for all. The revised fare structure will come into effect on Monday, November 18th at 12:01 a.m. The fare structure can be accessed at www.trafficboard.gov.kn. I'm Andre Huey for Skn Newsline. President of the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labor Union, Sidney Bridgewater, is calling for the Prime Minister to ensure completion and implementation of the new labor code. Mr. Bridgewater made his clarion call at the union's annual general meeting held recently at the SWMC conference room in Taylors.
I hereby call on you to commission the National Tripartite Committee to complete the drafted National Labor Code. The St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labor Union stands ready, so as always, to work with the government, the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and the Labor Department to bring this crucial legislation to life. Our union expresses our deepest gratitude to the International Labour Organization, the ILO, for their unwavering support and resources that have helped us in this endeavor, in providing support and input. The mission has begun in 2013, must now be completed.
In reply, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew assured the union head that work was being done in earnest to have the new labor code completed.
And I listened closely to the president, and he has called on the government again to make sure that the new labor code is implemented. I want to say to the president that that is on our agenda. We had an update from the minister responsible for labor in our last cabinet with respect to the new labor code. Significant work, I can say to you, Mr. President, from a legal perspective is being done. And that is to be brought forward as a framework because, as you said, that work started in 2013. A significant amount of data was there, but no action was taken. And the goal is, of course, to come in that tripartite situation or meeting so that those things can be discussed, fleshed out, agreements reached, and all parties would reach some level of satisfaction.
The Prime Minister also touted the work of the government that he says is in the interest of workers.
Since the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party took office in 2022, we have put in place a policy where the highest minimum wage is now here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I heard in the President's presentation as he spoke about wages, and I think it might have come from the representative from the Labor Department, that just wage is justice for workers. Not only that, we have the highest human development index in the whole of the CARICOM. We were ranked #1. We are higher than Bahamas. We're higher than Barbados. We're higher than Trinidad and Tobago.
The union event also comprised a featured address by businessman Peter Jenkins, a health presentation by Dr. Sharon Osborne, and an address by Acting Labour Commissioner Genevieve Mills, among other presentations. I'm Andre Huey for Skn Newsline.
I love the cable because they're real. What you see is what you get. No hidden agenda, No tricks, just real honest communication.
The Skn Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
Good day to the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Martin News Desk now airs on
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on TVC
at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. So
make sure to tune in.
Introducing St. Kitts and Nevis's newest TV channel, Television Caribbean, TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV. TVC promises to deliver the finest in television broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean, with some of the best local programs in news, sports, and entertainment. Join us for Insights, where we delve into the lives of our guests.
Let me see what happens if I put this to it. Big explosion, like, okay, note to self, don't do that again.
Or get in-depth analysis on Newsline 360. We have sports, entertainment, and inspiration. It's all here on TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV, on TelTV cable network in St. Martin, and on our website www.tvcplus.live. TVC Channel 40. See the difference.
In a time when healthcare systems globally are under intense scrutiny, St. Kitts and Nevis is setting remarkable benchmarks. This was expressed by the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence M. Jew, recently during the symbolic handover of the newly refurbished Joseph N. France General Hospital lobby by the cable. While giving brief remarks, the Prime Minister pointed out that the JNF General Hospital now boasts the shortest emergency wait times within the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, a testament to the government's effort to improve healthcare infrastructure and service delivery.
Which country on earth is among the top 2 or 3 for vaccination of our children? St. Kitts and Nevis in the world. Which is the only country on earth which had no death of any child between 1 and 4 in 2023. Which one? St. Kitts and Nevis. We had no deaths. It is the only country on earth that recorded such an achievement. The other one, which public hospital now has the shortest wait time in the emergency room in the OECS? St. Kitts and Nevis JNF Hospital. These are facts. So we know that, of course, with healthcare there will always be some concern. Why? Because in healthcare we seek to keep people as healthy as possible, but the inevitable will always happen.
Prime Minister Jew also made mention of the substantial upgrades that have been made at JNF General Hospital, including the installation of modern dialysis and anesthesiology machines and the procurement of a state-of-the-art CT scan.
This hospital was built in 2002. Whether you know it or not, there were significant issues of leaking of this institution. We invested heavily, and I want to thank the Republic of China, Taiwan, for partnering with us on the journey to stop the leaking roof at JNF. That is a significant achievement because the roofs had been leaking for a long time. And I said roofs because there are different buildings around on the campus. The Republic of China, Taiwan is also partnering with us on that new hospital. That hospital will be a flagship in the OECS for sure, and we want to extend it to be a flagship in the Caribbean, which we know we can achieve. Already here at JNF, we have one of the highest specialists per capita available in the whole of the OECS and I dare say the Caribbean. We have specialties here that you would have been shocked to hear this morning that don't exist in many other institutions you think would have them, and they don't have them.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Mr. Curtis Martin, also spoke at the event about the developments in healthcare in St. Kitts and Nevis.
We have optimized the health leadership team. We have activities based on strategic and operational goals and objectives. We have managers at all levels being accountable for high performance based on expected results. We have actively worked on our recruitment of essential staff at all levels, improvement in our inventory management. In fact, for the first time at the OECS PPS meeting, St. Kitts and Nevis was on the radar as one of the business units, one of the operations that is doing well, and we passed our assessment. We have also added a third. You know the days of saying, operating days are Tuesdays and Thursdays. That is a thing of the past. We can't have people in emergencies and tell them they have to wait until Tuesday. We operate every single day. Therefore, we have taken the decision to have a third operating theatre in place. The equipment will be donated by the St. Kitts and Nevis and Christopher Nevis Social Security Board, and that is already in train.
Permanent Secretary Martin further expressed that the Ministry of Health is focused on improving infrastructure and implementing strategic health initiatives that will enhance patient care, increase specialist availability, and streamline healthcare services. I am Laurel Dorset, reporting for Skn Newsline.
The Bastyr High School cheerleading team returned from Tortola on the weekend after finishing third in the high school cheer competition. The BHS Stormers competed against schools from the British Virgin Islands, St. Thomas and St. Croix on Friday, November 1st at the Multipurpose Sports Complex in Tortola. Shortly after some of the athletes and coaches arrived at the RLB International Airport on Saturday morning, senior cheerleading coach Ashante Williams said the experience was good for the students.
It was a really good experience having the girls and boys go out there on a regional stage. I think their confidence really grew. The athletes had fun. It was a real learning experience, and we're excited for bigger and greater things to come.
Okay, and what does this mean for the team?
One step closer to international.
The large majority of the athletes and coaches arrived later that Saturday and were greeted by their school principal, Damon Bacchus. For their success, the Bastyr High School Stormers cheerleading team received $750. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline.
Good day to the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Martin News Desk now airs on
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on TVC.
at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. So
Make sure to tune in.
I love the cable because they really look out for different groups of people. I'm on the creative pack, and they provide services tailored and dedicated to people just like me.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune into Voice of the Caribbean Radio for great Caribbean programs, news, entertainment, sports, and current affairs. Wake up each morning and be inspired with One Day at a Time with Kim Huey. Stay abreast with news across the Caribbean and internationally with the Caribbean News Hour, and be entertained with shows like Reggaeville, Caribbean Classics, and Jive Music Show. Visit our website or listen us on TuneIn Radio. There is so much more on Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check website for program schedule.
At Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design, we're thrilled to be your go-to print shop located in the heart of Bastyr. From essential services like printing, copying, and laminating, to a diverse array of school supplies, arts and craft materials, and office essentials, we've got you covered. Don't fret, Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design are here to stay and ready to be your trusted partners for all your printing and craft supply needs. Ready for a visit? Find us at the corner between Dillio and Princess Street. Just look for the vibrant pink and yellow building with white doors. We can't wait to welcome